Good morning, this is Lisa with Mama Lisa's Apothecary, which I'm going to be changing my name to Mountain Mama Mushrooms. I have had amazing results with my tinctures. In case you didn't see, my friend posted on Facebook, and let me get to that, about my mushrooms. And I have some exciting news. I have a new mushroom tincture I think a lot of people would be interested in. And it's called Artist Conch. I'll get to that in a minute. This has amazing healing properties. And yesterday, I found a whole gallon bag of turkey tail. And this is amazing too, especially for cancers. And Artist Conch too, and the heart. And let me just read to you what my friend wrote about his amazing testimony on my mushroom tinctures. I go out and forage my own mushrooms. I make my own tinctures. And when I harvest, everything has to be absolutely fresh. This turkey tail is amazing. It's so pretty too. See? And this is the Artist Conch. And people actually burn pictures on here. And let's see. Alrighty. My friend wrote his testimony, and I appreciate that, Dave. I really do. I've been trying to get in touch with you. I don't know what's wrong with your phone. He wrote, "Do your cancer treatments naturally." He came over to my house and he had this big knot on the side of his neck. I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" I didn't know he had cancer. He said, "I'm not sure." I said, "Please take some of my mushroom tinctures." So I didn't know that. He wrote, "I was diagnosed with stage 4 melanoma cancer in January, and I had a larger than golf ball sized cancer tumor in my neck and had cancer in my lymph nodes as well. This was a fast-growing cancer, and by April, the tumor was starting to make it difficult to swallow. I have a friend, Lisa Manning Tattersall, who makes mushroom tinctures and suggested I start taking it." Listen to this. It's amazing. In 2.5 weeks, to my surprise, the cancer tumor had shrunk to the size of a marble. And he also ate about 10 apricot seeds. In May of this year, I then went to the Heartland Institute in Rapidan, Virginia to take 2 weeks of natural treatments. They gave me high doses of vitamin C, IVs, ozone treatments, hydrobaths, herbal teas, juicing, a vegan diet, and exercise and prayer all day. Plus, they have coffee enemas as well. Listen, no surgery, no chemo, no radiation, as suggested by the UVA Cancer Center. 100% all natural treatments plus mushroom tinctures. And when I left Heartland Institute in the best way I can, praying you do the best thing for yourself, written by David Lilliard. So, I'll try to keep this a little brief, but knowing me, I don't keep things very brief. If you don't know my backstory, I'm going to tell it again. If not, just fast forward this video. 12 years ago, I was involved in a swimming accident. I crushed my hip. I ended up with a lung disease. I've had it 4 times. Nobody that I know of in the whole world had this particular lung disease called ARDS, acute respiratory distress syndrome. I've had it 4 times. So I was in a coma for a month and a half. I ended up being in a wheelchair for 3 years and a nursing home for 7 months. So, my son's dad had lesions all over his lungs from working at the steel mill. And my son made him up some CBD, THC tincture, and some mushroom tinctures. And actually, THC is very healing. I guess that's why it was outlawed for so long. My son made him up the mushroom tincture and the THC oil. He took it for a month. They went back to the doctors. When he went back to the doctors, they thought they had the wrong x-rays because all the lesions in his lungs were gone. He did end up passing away, but not from that. Maybe if they would have caught it sooner, he would have been completely healed. So, after that, my son said, Mom, you ought to take this since it healed Dad's lungs. So, 6 years ago, I quit. I don't know why the doctors put me on 18 medications. I think they were trying to kill me. And I was seeing 12 different specialists. I quit all the medication, and I quit all my specialists, and I have not been back to the doctors. Except one time, I was bit by a Lone Star tick and got the alpha-gal beef allergy, which means I'm allergic to all beef. Pork, I don't eat that anyway. Venison, I did eat that. Lamb. So I'm very limited of what I can eat right now. So I did end up in the hospital with that. I could have died. I didn't even know what I had because I wasn't going to the doctor. But I finally figured it out. If you guys remember me a couple years ago, my face was all breaking out. It was broken out all over my whole body. Anyway, I started taking the mushroom tinctures after quitting all my medication and doctors. I've never felt so good in my life. The one problem I had with the mushroom tinctures, it was very expensive. So when I moved here and opened up my bakery, I went mushroom hunting, and I go and forage my own mushrooms, and I started making my own tinctures, and I sell them for half the price of what they sell them on the internet for, because they're for healing. I just want to help people out. So the new tincture that I am working on, let's see. Jack of all trades, master of none. So, artist conch, I just thought this was good for just to do little pictures on here. People do really cool pictures and sell them. And, let's see, I was practicing on one. I guess you guys really don't want to see it. I'm not much of an artist. Anyway, I'm not even going to show you that. Okay. So the first thing I looked up was artist conch has been shown to be useful for cardiovascular health due to its ability to support nitric oxide synthase. I probably didn't pronounce that right, but you all get my drift. Nitric oxide is a vasodilatator, which increases blood flow through the arteries, and also plays a major role in cardiac function and sexual arousal in men and women. So I'm going to name this Fix-A-Flat. And let's see. And I'm going to get some more healing benefits for the artist conch. Let's see. I'm not in all the big words, and I'm sure you guys aren't either, so I just use the layman's term. Oh, here's a picture. Somebody just let's see, shows you. Let's see here. Get that. So there we go. People make drawings on here. Let's see. An artist conch has been used medicinally for thousands of years, and its use spans multiple continents from Asia to Africa to North America. This is called a polypore mushroom. Has been used in Europe historically. But with the influence of Christianity in Europe, medicinal uses of fungi was discredited. Interesting. Okay. I hear Teddy. I'm going to put you on hold a second. I'll be right back. I'm back. I had to let Teddy in. I'm making some chicken wings so I can eat chicken. And if you have alpha-gal, there's also a additive in a lot of foods for a thickening agent that has it's carrageenan. It's also, if you look up Irish moss, and it's in mostly everything that I purchase, like my salad dressings, but has that thickener in it that you still get the beef allergy from. So I even got some almond milk, and it had that thickener in it, so I made my own almond milk. I made my own dressing. That's like very simple to do. So, I'm getting off subject, but the artist conch also has anti-cancer activity. The artist conch mushroom contains a lectin, a well-researched polysaccharide that may aid in fighting cancer. About 5 years ago, I lived in Delaware. I was driving around. I couldn't believe all the cancer buildings, new cancer centers that were opening up. It was like very unusual. Part of these cancers, I'm sure, are due to our environment. What they're going to start releasing now up into the air to control our weather is balloons that are full of sulfur, which makes cause you to have breathing problems. I could go on and on about this, but I'm trying to keep this one a little bit short. A 2017 study tested its ability to fight HT-29 colon cancer cells. They found that this lectin contains cytokinesis and pro-apoptotic activities against the HT-29 colon cells. Simply put, they have found that the lectin from the artist conch is toxic to the HT-29 colon cancer cells. A 2011 study investigated the effect of gastric cancer cells and found that extracts induced apoptosis or cell death in the cancer cells. In a 2008 study, mice suffering from sarcoma were treated with the artist conch and found that small doses as 40 milligrams were optimal and inhibited the growth of solid tumors by 39% and increased the natural killer cell activity by 51% compared to the control group. If that's not amazing, if you know of anybody that has cancer, heart problems, sexual dysfunction even, please send them to me. I just want to help people out, and it's working, and amazing results. And I did on my Mama Lisa's Apothecary open it up so you can write down a review. I would really appreciate it because everybody's been telling me that they've had amazing results. And I just want you to have amazing results too. So, and I use 5 different other types of mushrooms that I'll be going over with you, not in today's video. Let's see. Okay, immune support. It's great for your immune system. Every single mushroom that I use in my tincture is great for your immune system. I'm not going to go anywhere else without that, but with things going on in this world, you have to be the healthiest you can. Watch what you eat. Stay away from fast foods and sodas. I'm not preaching to you. I'm just wanting you to feel as good as I do. I've never felt this good in my life. Even when I was a teenager, I've never felt this good. I just want everybody to feel as good as I do. Let's see. A lot of technical, medical in here. Let's see. It helps with also chronic inflammatory conditions, antioxidants, sorry about that. So the conclusion, famous as an artist's natural canvas, it's also becoming a tool for scientists, and the early results are exceptionally promising. There is certainly more research to be done, but like many other mushrooms that are finally being noticed and researched by scientists and medical professionals, artist conch is emerging as a profound mushroom with powerful applications in healing. So, it's like, have you ever seen one of these in nature? These, I had to like really push down to get these. They're very hard. I had to cut it up with an electric knife. But I have it started. I'll show you some. And I gotta check my chicken wings. This is what I call my fix-a-flat for the heart and sexual dysfunction. I'm soaking these mushrooms. I soak them for a month. And then I do a double extraction because some of the spores are water soluble and some are alcohol soluble. So I get the highest alcohol content that's available on the market, which is 189 Everclear. And then I take the mushrooms and I do a double extraction with distilled water, and I simmer those for 5 hours, and this is the end result. Someone did buy some fix-a-flat, which they actually named, so I told them I really didn't want to know the results, but you can try yourself. And I have my own water distiller that my very generous friend, thank you, Heather, for sending that to me. I really appreciate it, because distilled water went up to $1.79 a gallon. I don't drink the, oh, sorry about that. It's got a, Let's read. This is what I have. Water-wise, 3200 water distiller. And what it does, actually it's on sale right now for a total of, it's like $337. It's actually really good price for this. You can see that. I don't know why it's backwards. But this distiller, whoops, it distills 99% of the chemicals in the water. Let's see. I'll do a whole separate video on my water distiller. So, with that, if you have used my product and have had great results, I would appreciate if you could leave a little review. And if you know of anybody has cancers, please let me know if I can help you out in any way. So with that, I'm going to be trying to give you more information probably on a daily basis, so you can heal yourself with the help of the mushrooms. So with that, I want you all to have a great day. God loves you, each and every one of you, and be the reason somebody smiles today.